Hello and welcome to another episode of Coffeefusion. This week we're going to look at how to make a tragic. Alright guys, so today we're actually going to talk about the tragic. Now, so some of you might have heard of the magic, which is a double ristretto and milk, and it's a really good ratio, but the tragic is actually a step up from that. And the reason this is so is because it basically it follows the Fibonacci sequence, and so all the numbers are in alignment with that, and you actually get a really good coffee out of it. So basically what you're going to need to make yourself a tragic, scales are imperative. So I have a coffee scales here, and basically this is all about a numbers game. So obviously when all the numbers add up, you get a really good coffee. So let's go through and I'll show you what these numbers are all about. Alrighty guys, here we are at the grinder, and so the grinder is where the tragic begins. We're going to go with 21 grams of coffee, okay? So grind that out freshly, obviously. Here we go. After you've got your coffee ready, it's time to prep your milk, and we need exactly 89 grams of milk. Now it's very important to get this exactly right. Alright guys, so once you've got everything prepped, and preparation when you're talking numbers is just absolutely imperative, as I was saying earlier. We need to extract this coffee. So we've got 21 grams of coffee, and we're going to extract 34 grams, so that's going to be our yield. Now obviously all these numbers are Fibonacci numbers, as I was referring to earlier, and you just really got to make sure you hit that extraction. Now our guidelines for our brew time are 21 to 34 seconds. Obviously 2 more Fibonacci numbers, just make sure you hit in between those times, alright? Now with my scales I can measure both of those things at the same time. Again, measurement is everything. Okay, so as you can remember, it's only 89 grams of milk, so you've got to be very careful when texturing it, and make sure you don't texture it over a centimetre, okay? That one, obviously another Fibonacci number. Now this milk has to be no more than 55 degrees, so it's going to texture very quickly. There it is there, yep, that's it. Obviously I've been making a lot of tragics, so my fingers are very well programmed for that 55 degrees. Now the last important thing for your tragic, you've got to get a 5-leaf tulip in there, which as you can imagine can be quite hard because you've only got a very little amount of milk, but it's very important to the taste of the beverage. There we go, just managed to scrape him in there. Again, obviously if you can't get your 5-leaf tulip in there, it's not going to taste good at all. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Obviously a little bit of a satirical look at ratios and all that kind of stuff. It actually makes a really good coffee though, so if you want to try those Fibonacci numbers and make yourself a tragic, give it a shot. Let's take a look at who won Free Pour Friday for this week. And then guys, we rounded up the June Free Pour Friday. We had the finalists. Okay, so these were the finalists for June, and it ended up being number 2, which was a awesome pour by Enzo from the Hardware Society in Melbourne. You can follow him at _l'artiste. Check him out. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Coffeefusion. Remember, if you haven't already, like Coffeefusion on Facebook, follow the Coffeefusion on Instagram, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Remember, Coffeefusion is bringing coffee lovers together.